Hello and welcome back. I'm Arumba. Thank you for joining me. Let's play some more. I keep forgetting what we're calling this. Dithmarschen? No, Peasant? Peasant? The Peasant Emperor. That's what we're calling it. The Peasant Emperor. I think our navy can stay out protecting trade. Why is it not out protecting trade? Go. We're not even fighting against people who have like, oh, I guess, holy crap, they have 18 ships. I'm gonna tell them to like go over here and then protect trade in Lubeck. And then maybe they'll be far enough away they'll actually stay out at sea and do their job, because we kind of want the money. Relative strength of the alliance is pretty close. We have more cav. We have a very significant tech advantage that we just paid for. You have some forts that are going to take some work to knock down. This guy's heading up into Hoya, which is our ally, but he's not in the war. You can't call this guy in, even though we're fighting a war against a guy that... This is a dumb little thing that bothers me. He wants... Well, he actually doesn't. Well, he normally does. Should. You should want this land. But even if he did want this land, you can't call him in on a promise of territory if the person who owns the land is a secondary participant in the war. Just not possible. Just can't do it. We need to make sure we get this siege, but we also want to pick off their armies before they can combine, and more importantly, before they can take tech. So, we could leave behind one troop for siege order. Kind of risky. I think I'd rather just go after the army, and if they get control of the siege, it's fine, because they're not going to take land anyway. I think we'll be alright. I want to make sure we kill these armies before they can group up anymore. There should be an army down there-ish that retreated. I think it went either to Trier or something. We can't get there right now. This is a zone of control nightmare. Let's see. So there's a fort here and a fort here protecting zone of control. We have access here because we're at war. We don't have access in Brabant. We don't have access in Liège or Burgundy. If we got access, we could go down to Trier and either try to knock him out of the war first, or possibly intercept that army that retreated. 21k there. Yeah, I'm thinking the army down in Trier right now is this like 6 or 7 stack. I want to fight that. Yeah, we have 9k. One of our allies has 9k. Our subject is bringing in 3k, and he's loyal now, so he'll attach to us. And we've got 12k. So we've got about 30-ish, 33, well, actually 3 and 12 is 15, plus 10 is 25, plus 9 is 35. About 35 versus 21, and then 6 or so down there. The best thing, though, is to try to pick off that army before it can merge. So, in that case, let's see if we can just ask for access all the way down there. Basically just trade like 3 to 10, somewhere around there, Diplo points, go over the limit in order to go try to pick that army off. I think that's worth it. If I had a button that just said, you know, remove X number of armies from the game, from the war, would I click it? Yes. He might have already left, in which case this is just a waste, but there it is. He's too fast. So, if I hadn't asked for access, I think he would have just stayed there till he could recover. But because I did ask for access, he's going to go hide. Knights and knights. 12th and 11th. Oh, perfect. We'll pick off some of Trier's cavalry at least. 12th. Let's time it so we arrive 2 days after this army says it'll be out. This is just something you need to know. It says, a Latin knights, plural for some reason, will be fielded here on 12 November. What it really means is a Latin knight will be fielded here on the 13th of November. Also, if you arrive on the 13th, it won't be fielded here on the 13th of November. For reasons. So we want to arrive on the 14th, basically. And by doing that, it will actually pop out not on the 12th. Watch, mark my words. 11th, 12th. Not there. A Latin Knights will be fielded on the 12th. It's the 12th of November game. So Yeah, it lies. He actually gets fielded tomorrow, and then we arrive the day after and wipe it. And we're gonna do the same thing with this guy. We could probably cancel some of the military access for now. We could possibly even just get ourselves black flagged in order to get all the way back home without having to pay the diplo points. Let's see. 55 enthusiasm per Trier. Because we're occupying one of the forts though. But we have to stack wipe something before we can actually knock them out of the war. We're already here and we're going to suffer the attrition anyway, so we might as well just wait to the end of this next monthly tick and get some loot. Fortunately, they're going after our allies level 3 coastal fort and our subjects level 1 fort rather than try to siege us, which is great. I don't want to ask for access to get up here again, so we're just going to take advantage of black flagging. We'll go to this guy whose land we have access to. Just pressed way too many wrong buttons. We'll go there. We'll come back. Set our return province to Luxembourg. Cancel the access. Go there, get black flagged. And then we're going to march straight up here without paying diplo points for the relationship stuff. Sorry, okay, let me rechat at least a little bit. So that was at least profitable, right? We lost like, what, 5 to 6 diplo points, something like that. 3 countries worth of access. Well, we killed 2 cav worth like 50 ducats. And next we want to make sure they don't siege this with that cav. We can overrun that. They won't even see us coming because we're black flagged, so they'll respond as the battle happens. Actually, the battle will be over instantly, so they won't respond. But that's fine. That is not defensive terrain. This is not defensive terrain. Trier is on tech 6, Cologne is on tech 4, and this guy's on tech 5. If we can get someone to attach to us, we want to take the fight with Cologne. We could go occupy these just to try to get someone else to come to break one of these sieges. I also still want to train one more unit. I have a land force limit slot like available right now for another cav, but we might need to just go with an infantry. That makes sense actually, the more I think about it. We took tech 6 to get that advantage. And the knights don't really benefit from that tech, but our infantry just got a lot stronger. So yeah, another infantry might just be the better choice anyway. We will train it here. Should be fine for now. Looks like we're winning a siege race here potentially. 21% versus 49 and 57. So winning a siege race against the war leader would be good. We'll pull these guys off so that we can stack wipe that cav. Oh, are there 2 cav there? No, cav and an infantry. God, there's so many little cav stacks running around. It's glorious. Let's kill them all. We won't be into Osnabrück till the 28th. Missed that stack. That consolidated and redirected. We want to pick off as many as we can because it's costing them full manpower and they will just continue to train more if we kill them. It's great. Great that they are training and then just trying to run through. Kind of risky having that infantry try to come through. Hopefully he'll be alright. Do we actually have naval superiority? The already's got 11 light and 7 transports. If I bring over my 12 light ships... Yeah. Plus we've got Hamburg's fleet, so... Oh, we already have the blockade. I was gonna say, we don't really need to go blockade then. Why is my fleet being such chicken nonsense if it's actually so in our favor? Tell them to be aggressive. Arumba, thank you for streaming and being so informative. I wish you were my high school history teacher. History's cool. I like history. This is kind of like History Simulator. Oh, hey, look. It's more cavalry we can kill. Let's wait till this guy's locked, then we'll move it to here, and then we should be able to path right through and just kill all 3 groups. Go 1. This guy is not locked. Nope, now he's locked. Fine. Fine, fine. Good, good. That guy off. This guy's gonna head to Brunswick, and then he's probably trying to get up to merge with the Trier army. Which is weird, actually, because he's part of the Cologne army. I should go this way. Gain a general with 100 tradition for 20 ducats. It will make us take loans, but how could we say no? I mean, he's a 4632 for 20 ducats. That's a pretty good deal. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Sorry, I've been watching a lot of Screen Rants videos, and it's one of the things he does. Our capital is in marsh. There's very little marsh, so for the age bonus, we're probably not going to want to take adaptive combat terrain. We are in the Holy Roman Empire, but most likely the best thing for us is just going to be Justified Wars. Or we could do transfer subject to open up our expansion opportunities with claims bordering claims. War taxes is nice, but war taxes when you have, when your army composition is 11 infantry, 1 cavalry, we don't really spend that much money on our army, and all war taxes is going to do is save us 15% of the land maintenance of this. 15% of 3 ducats is like 0.45 ducats. It's just not enough money, I think, to justify taking that. I'd rather have the aggressive expansion impact. Naval battle? True. That means we've won the siege. Not a voluntary naval battle. Let's grab our navy to help out. I think we actually have an admiral too, don't we? We could have an admiral. But desync this timer. We'll do it. Alright, I'd like to continue picking people off. I'd like to knock out the secondary participants. With Cologne, we have 2 of his provinces occupied. We only have 7 war score though, because most of the war score is tied up in that level 3 fort. They still have such little progress on this siege that I think we should just continue to siege race, basically. We want to transport. Disease outbreak over there. I mean, I don't want to go fight these. I wouldn't mind fighting Cologne with his Tech 4, but 15 on 24 is just not good. And this guy doesn't want to attach to me for some reason. Got that going for us, which is nice. We'll go siege down Galray's other location. Yeah, worst case scenario, if this fort falls, this is just our subject, it'll cost us war score, which is going to make it more difficult to peace out when we want to, but it doesn't harm us. This guy will continue to pay us taxes, will continue to transfer trade power to us, regardless of the state of his economy. It makes no difference. So, oh, interesting. Cologne just decided to break their siege of East Frisia in order to either come unsiege this land or to protect their capital. Here's training more cavalry over here. This guy's got a guy popping out on the 11th of September. It is another Latin Knight. So rather than go there now, I think we will wait a month. Did you know that if you arrive in a province that's training troops, it automatically cancels and refunds the troops? They'll get the manpower back. So if we're trying to whittle down this very hard AI, manpower recovery rate, and economic cash flow and all that, we need to kill the manpower. So just canceling the training of that troop is not good enough. We want to actually stack wipe that cav. We will arrive on the 12th of September, 13th of September, excuse me. '13th and still done on the 11th. Fine, yes, good. Almost unsiege stuff. Apparently they're playing what's that game? Musical chairs? Playing musical chairs with who gets to do the siege or something. That's neat. Let's go ahead and leave behind one guy just to occupy that now. And see if we can pick off that other cav. Wish the AI was better. You would assume, I would assume on very hard AI that they wouldn't just path cav all by themselves through like idiots. But they do. Now, this is interesting. We could take this fight. This guy's on tech 4. Got defensive terrain. 0, 2, 1. We've got our god general. Yeah, let's just go fight him. That'll make them break their siege again. We'll probably win the fight before he can get to us anyway. In fact, we might win it perfectly. Ooh, this is dirty. This is dirty. You want to see trick? Chat. Just, at least one of you just say yes, so I can feel like it's, you know, I'm interacting with people. Just one person, just one. Go. You want to see trick? There. Yes. Someone said yes. Great. Wouldn't it be great if we could fight this army as the defender in the woods? Because there's a way we can make it happen. At this rate, you can tell by our god tier general, our ridiculous morale, our tech 6 versus tech 4, that we're going to win this fight, but we're going to win it so handily that he will not continue to come try to reinforce this fight. So we're going to employ a trick, which we used actually, I think just yesterday or 2 days ago, which is we're going to lower our morale to 0. This does not reduce the morale of our armies. The morale of our armies is 3.83 out of 0.51. So we've reduced our maximum morale, but not our current morale, which means our troops can continue fighting forever, unless the enemy is completely out of troops. This will cost us a little bit of manpower, but ensure that the battle lasts long enough that this guy will reinforce. And now we just need to kind of eyeball it and make sure that we are killing this. You know, I might even want to go one more tick at full maintenance. The reason this works is because the morale damage you inflict, it's like 6%, I think, base. You do 6% of your maximum morale damage multiplied by stuff and things. So, you know, we do like 6% of 4.6 to the enemy morale bar each day of combat. But it's 6% of your maximum morale, not current morale. So by lowering the maximum value, you can reduce the amount of damage you do. Oh my god, yeah, we need to stop. Please stop, please stop, no! He'll be here on October 30th, so in 3 days he'll be locked. We just need to wait and see how we barely did anything. Wait, and now he's locked, and now we smash. Which makes us the defender. Oh no, I timed it off by 1 day. He arrived the day after the battle when we were in that like pseudo invulnerable state. So we didn't actually get to fight him. Ruined. God damn. Okay, 1444. We just need to start over. This campaign is cursed. After that, I can't believe that just happened. Ruined, man. Just ruined. This is our allies' capital fort though, so we can just relieve that. We shall wait till he's locked, and then just go there. We'll be the defender in a defensive terrain fort. Oh, we're not fast enough, really? 15th? 16th? Wow, you're quick, man. You're a quick little guy. I do still kind of want to get rid of this infantry. That's right, I didn't think so. Whatever, I'm just gonna go fight him. We have a 12 stack with a godlike general. We should be fine. The thing you got to be careful about with that trick is just, you know, don't forget that you put the morale slider to 0. Because it, you know, it could be bad if you kind of forget that it is that way. Man, we're just smashing all the things right now. This general is so unfair. I feel guilty for even having him. The burgher's estate gains loyalty and the clergy estate loses loyalty. Burghers gain influence. That's actually fine. We have a difficult time getting the burghers enough influence. So yeah, I'll say that. There'll be a kill. It's not even our land. Wall breach doesn't matter to us. Over here and loot. Or possibly fight this army. I think now is a good time to train that, or loot tick. Train that extra cav if we can get the money for it. Oh, I forgot about this guy. We should maybe get access down here just to block him from training now. So in this case now, Trier is at 56 enthusiasm. He's probably retrained. Oh, he's the one with that army up there. Never mind. We can't knock him out. Alone is the one we've been stack wiping. He's got no army. So we could use the war score we have from occupying this. We're already at negative 21% with wall breach. Let's just send our dude over with 2 siege pips. And we can't get there anymore, or... yeah, we just can't get there anymore. Neat. Now we can. Okay, I do want my subject to attach to me. But on this army... actually, no, I'm not... I want to make sure my participation's high, but I don't want to put 9 troops here. If it was a level 2 fort or a level 1 fort, we could have our subject attach, and then subject armies count as our armies for the purposes of generating participation. So we could force our subject to suffer the attrition while we still get participation. But because it's a level 3 fort, I would have to put 9 troops there, and that's going to probably drive attrition even higher, and I'm just not willing to do that. So we'll just contribute the siege pip leader, and that's it, I think. And in the meantime, we'll, I guess, loot this guy. Hopefully this doesn't fall, because if it does, then he might go after our capital, and that would not be cool. How come a republic with effing peasants have a 3-star general in 1467? We had an event. I don't know what it's called. It's not... there are 2 events that can give you a really good general. One of them is, it's called Champion of the Joust. This one was different. It was the military foreign expert or something. It's not the same thing. Okay, 446. I think we're almost to the point here. 446 times 2, 892. Hey, we're 12 Diplo points away from being able to cheese the game into giving us extra discounts on Diplotech. Neato. Suppose in the meantime, we could go earn some participation by doing this siege. We're going to suffer the attrition, as well suffer it with siege status growing. And if we can get to his capital, we could block the training of troops as well. All right, come on, just hold fort. So yeah, why do we have such a good general? It's because we paid 20 ducats to get a really good general. Okay, keeping in mind that the goal of this war is just to knock people out and get prestige, we want to peace out Cologne right away, I think. We also definitely don't want to be paying for this fort. Did you know that even though you pay full price to maintain an enemy fort, it does not count for army tradition? We are paying for 1 fort with 54 development, but we generate no army tradition. Kind of makes me sad. So, realistically, all we want is as much prestige as we could possibly get right now. We'll do war reps. I like to do transfer trade power because it's decent prestige per war score, but it actually has a pretty significant economical impact. I mean, this guy has a level 2 market town in this node, so we'll demand half his trade power. We will take war reps. The money is kind of low. I just want prestige. So beyond that, we will just make him annul to rivalries, which is the next best thing. 5 prestige for 30 war score. 5 divided by 3 would be about 1.66 prestige per 10 war score, which makes it slightly worse than war reps. Definitely better than transfer trade. Sometimes it makes more sense to just do no transfer trade and triple annul rivalries. But in this case, I do think his trade power is going to be worth enough to justify taking this. Doesn't transfer trade power take a diplo slot? It does not, no. I believe at one point it did. Okay, this is far too many troops attached to us. This is also not our siege leader, so let's grab our siege leader down to here. We will pull 2 troops off for now. That fort will not hold forever. So I'm a little worried that he is going to go to our capital and destroy our prosperity after that's done. But he's on tech 6, right? Like, he's competitive, very competitive with our tech, and that's not going to be an easy fight. So if we can just siege race him, I'd rather do that. I mentioned this the other day, but I guess I'm in over-explain mode, so I'm going to over-explain. We have an army that I just sent there with the siege leader. We have an army that I put there first. I want to ensure with a 100% chance we don't lose control of the siege. So I'm going to not box select the army and press the G key because that's bad. It will possibly, and actually in this case, it will definitely misconsolidate. It will take the better general of the two armies and make this army join this army. This army was here first and has siege priority. This army came second. But for unknown reasons, if you instead click on the province and then use this key, it will still merge with the better general, but not give up your siege priority. Reasons. Just because reasons. We have 6 troops, which is just enough to maintain the siege, so we keep building up our participation. Actually, at this point, I'm almost thinking we wait for... I mean, can we make it? I think we can actually make it to the next idea, and we can get another 10% tech discount on the Diplotech as well. Unless we get over the... If we get to 999, we'll need to take the tech, but... Let's just hope that this fort continues to hold. It's doing a great job. Level 3 coastal fort with no blockade. Those are tough to siege. Gonna improve relations with Cologne. Just, you know, try to make up for the fact that we just fought him. Tech cheese is ready? Yep, I'm aware. But again, the tech cheese would be even better if we had scientific revolution. This is a great event. It's really unfortunate that the timing is bad because I actually want admin points, but generally speaking, you always want to take the Republican tradition. The thing's been flashing at me for a while, so I need to take a break. We're at 26 minutes, but just real quick, I want to mention why this is almost always worth taking. We have a button we can press. For 100 base military power, we get 3 Republican tradition. If you extrapolated that to 5 Republican tradition, it would be an extra 2/3. So for 166 military points, we could buy 5 Republican tradition. 166. This is only 120, so it's more efficient than this click. But most importantly, it's spread out over all 3, which is just usually better because you can spread out the, you know, the monarch point outlay for doing any specific decision. Especially if you're trying to like stay up on your Republican tradition, but you're also doing a military ID group. This is really difficult to maintain. But with this, you can do it. In this case, we're actually going to go the opposite because we don't want to be a republic forever anyway, and I just want to take this idea. So we do that one. It's always weird when I do that. This is how great this one thing is. Now watch me do the exact opposite. Hey, we won the siege in Koblenz. That was quick. Sweet. Let's do the sack wipe. Trier's going to want out now. Looks like we're done with our war. Let's come back from here. That fort, man. MVP fort. 740 days that it's been holding. We have a fort. Should always transfer this to a subject because then he'll pay for it. With 41 war score, I think we just knock him out now rather than risk him taking that fort and then devastating our capital. We'll just take war ups, and he doesn't want to transfer trade. That's fine. Just take war ups and whatever amount of money we can get. We don't get as much prestige this way, but it's prudent, I think. We knock him out. That puts us at 100%. I actually don't want to path through that because we could get unblack flagged and stuck like that. Okay, I just need to do one more thing, and then I swear I'm going to wrap this episode up, probably. All right, so we're going to take this idea. Corruption's unfortunate, but I'm not going to wait for that to get rooted out. Although we really should make sure that it's rooted out. And now we can do some super tech cheese. 386 diplo points. Here's the thing. It's difficult to see and not even like really realize it's a thing you can do. But if you look at all the discounts, increase over time, neighbor bonus minus 15, scientific revolution, golden era. Notice how neighbor bonus is at minus 15. It's because someone's on tech 6. We take this tech. One would assume that this would instantaneously update to minus 10 because we're only behind now by 2 techs, but it doesn't. So if you look at the tooltip, it still says minus 15. Cheesy. And if you could even, I mean, we did this exact thing in the Migratia run. You can abuse it with native countries that are adopting tech based on Westerners or whatever they're called. All right, cool. Pretty good war. Reform just went through. We need to peace out. It's tempting to maybe take lands. I think we're better off just doing humiliate, and we don't care about the money. We just want all of the prestige. It's only 6 prestige, but we do get half their trade power. Does he have not great trade power provinces, but because his capital is in this trade zone, he does have base trade power that's not bad. Probably still worth it. No alliances and Gallery will die? That's actually probably a good point. If we annul his alliances, he will just get attacked and then we'll lose the trade power benefits. So we'll just take humiliate, transfer trade power, and direct cash. We only get 32 of the ducats, but it's fine. It also secures our power projection, helps with prestige. Need to get another knight trained. And I think we're good. Cool. All right, I'm gonna take a break here if you're watching this on YouTube. Otherwise, I will still be here on Twitch in just a sec. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you soon.